Hello and welcome to everyone to my graduate project. My name is Dennis Whitehead. I'm a student currently pursuing my master's degree in Information Communication Technology at the University of Wisconsin-Stout. This is my graduate project for ICT 505, and it is an analysis of the information system design process of two separate but similar enterprises. Specifically, in this case, between the Sparta Police Department and the Sparta Area Fire District. I began my analysis by creating a system analysis of each department, starting with the Sparta Area Fire Department. I interviewed Chief Mike Arnold to discover the process that the fire department goes through to decide whether to upgrade their technology, and then, when that decision is made to upgrade, how to decide what they upgrade to. I broke down his answers into a process map shown here. It starts with a deficiency. The fire department is very much a if it isn't broke, don't fix it type of place, mostly because of how we are funded. We serve 8 townships in the city of Sparta. Each township has a chairperson who is on the fire board, and the fire board has the final say in how much we spend for our budget and new equipment. Once a deficiency has been discovered, it is brought to the officers and then to the chief. After that, a committee is appointed to research options to correct the problems. The committee is responsible for finding possible solutions to correct the deficiencies. Once the committee finds a couple options, they bring them to the members for further discussion, and then, if an agreement can be made, a vote on which ideas to present to the fire board. Once the fire board considers the options, they either approve the project and it gets purchased, or they deny the project and it goes back to committee with the reasons why and what else is expected. I should point out that the fire district does not need permission from anyone to upgrade their technology. It is only the funding that has to go to the board. If the department can fund the project on their own, either through fundraisers or donations, they are able to do so without outside consideration. As you can see, the Sparta Police Department does things a bit differently. Because they are a strictly city municipality, they only have the city hierarchy to deal with. According to Chief Cooterer, budgets are set in advance, and requests for new technology have to go through the city administrator to be either added to the budget for the next year or denied. Depending on how important the project is, there are ways built into the budget to handle emergencies. However, this is generally only done in case of personal safety items. There are a couple similarities between these two organizations, which should be no surprise, considering their small town municipality nature. Neither department can make their own decisions about when to upgrade their technology unless they want to raise the money themselves. The biggest difference between the two departments and how they make their decisions is that the fire district has to go through the fire board, which the city is part of, to make decisions on new technology. The police department only has to deal with the city, but some of their major decisions still take longer to implement depending on what time of the year they're brought up. After my analyses were complete, I blended the two processes into one streamlined process map using techniques outlined in the Public Administration Review, Volume 59, Number 4, from July and August of 1999. In it, performance measurement was used as the basis for the decisions being made. I actually read a couple different reviews, focusing on small municipalities and what is considered the most important factors, and felt that this one hits closest to home. It began with a study on measuring workload and worker efficiency and grew from there to include measuring the performance of public programs and activities. I found an interesting article on decision making in municipalities and used it as the basis for how to suggest a course of actions for the chiefs. From there, it went on to focus how to improve the performance of those public programs. One of the things it mentioned was improving the equipment so people could do their jobs better. And by better, I mean safer and more efficiently. My best practice map streamlines the process for each department to make decisions on equipment while leaving the final say in the hands of the board members. Because the respective board members should, in practice, be protecting the interests of their constituents, they still need to be able to limit the expenditures. That being said, with this best practice model, I left each department with the ability to appeal the decision or fund the project on their own as needed. In conclusion, I feel this process would better serve the people of municipalities these departments serve because decision-making process is streamlined. This process is performance-based. It allows each municipality the ability to measure the effectiveness of their decisions, and this process allows each department the ability to fund their own projects as needed.